Hello everyone, I'm Max, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So far, 2024 has been a year filled with many strange things caught on trail cams. From weird unidentified creatures to killers and to many other unexplainable phenomena. So today I decided to highlight some of the most chilling and downright horrifying creatures caught on trail cameras this year. So grab your maximum fear coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the scariest trail camera clips of 2024. This brand new trail cam photo taken on July 29th, 2024 is shocking and disturbing many. It comes from North Carolina and it captures a Bigfoot-like cryptid. It reportedly originated from a man named Joey on Reddit. Joey stated, "Dog man caught on trail cam in North Carolina last night." Taking a look at the creature, it looks to be a real living creature with real muscle definition. But where the heck is its head? Is it just hunched over looking down, or is it actually headless? Moving down to the lower portions of the creature's body, its feet have a distinct shape. According to Rocky Mountain Sasquatch, the being has what's called reverse hinge joints, which is why the feet arch up like that in the back. This joint is commonly seen in other animals such as deer, wolves, and coyotes. But also notice the defined muscles of the upper thighs and upper arms. It's a very HD picture and it's insanely convincing. Its arms are excessively long, they stretch all the way from the shoulders all the way down to its shins. Experts have yet to debunk this one. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. The following footage seems to be close-up footage of a Sasquatch's face. A man named Todd claims he has found a spot in the woods where a Bigfoot roams. Along with his claims comes his video evidence, where he has captured this creature many times, each time with close-up footage. It seems this Bigfoot-like creature likes to stay hidden. It tries to blend in with the foliage surrounding, but Todd is still able to capture it. The creature is eerie looking, with brownish hair around its head, dark eyes, and a human-like mouth. It also has a big nose and a defined bone structure. The footage is rather compelling. It's unknown where these videos were captured. It seems he's trying to keep the location secret and protect the habitat of this creature because he won't reveal it. Definitely some creepy and close-up videos that may prove the existence of Bigfoot. Right towards the beginning of the year, 2 alarming photos were uploaded. Photos that may prove the existence of a specific cryptid creature, the Dog Man. The trail cam owner says he retrieved his trail cameras and checked through the photos captured. And he couldn't explain what he caught on one of them. Here's his first photo. He states the first one passed by the camera seemingly unknowingly at 12:39 a.m. And then about a minute later, so at 12:40 a.m., a second one walks by. He states that maybe the creatures are brothers. Judging by looks alone, the creatures almost look exactly like what a dog man is said to look like. They're said to be large and hairy with broad shoulders, a rather similar build to a Sasquatch, except they're often smaller and more dog-like. They're supposedly half-man, half-dog creatures that can walk around on 2 legs. In the second photo, we can see the creature has the snout and the head of a dog. Very scary stuff to say the least, and the photos are rather clear, making the evidence that much more convincing. This is actually some of the most convincing evidence of Bigfoot of all time. Trust me, watch this clip all the way to the end and it might change your perspective. Two experienced outdoorsmen went camping one night in the early 1970s. Their names were Ron Moorhead and Al Berry. They camped in the deep woods of the Sierra Nevada mountains in eastern California. As they camped, they began to hear some of the creepiest sounds they ever heard in their lives, and they couldn't explain it. The noises seemed to come from every direction, and they seemed to surround them and get closer and closer, almost like they were being hunted. They felt like they were in extreme danger and their lives could have ended at any moment. The otherworldly vocalizations continued all night, and it sounded like the creatures were communicating. Eventually, dawn broke and whatever creatures were making these strange noises scampered back into the forest. They quickly packed up all of their belongings and got out of the area as fast as they could, vowing to never come back because of how scary and dangerous it was. But fearing nobody would believe them and wanting to document it for themselves, they agreed to go back out to the campsite with an audio recorder, risking their lives. At first, nothing really happened, and then it started to happen again. Here are their extremely convincing audio recordings.
There's two of them across the creek at the big rocks.
After recording this, Ron and his team wanted scientific validation of the noises they heard. So they submitted their recordings to a very trusted and renowned scientist, Dr. R. Lynn Curlin, who was a professor of electrical engineering at the University of Wyoming. The analysis concluded that the sounds had to have been made by a creature physically larger than a man. Based on the sound and pitch and vocal range, the heights of the creatures were estimated between 7'3" and 8 feet, larger than any human. Also, it was concluded that the vocal range was something like no one had ever heard. The creatures could go higher and lower than humans can. Specifically stated, the distribution of sound did not indicate that they were a product of human vocalizations, or sped up or pitched down. Also, it was revealed that the sounds in the videos were not pre-recorded or re-recorded. So all of that being said, the audio tapes were listed as real, and scientists and investigators are still mystified to this day. The only explanation is that something unknown was out there, something far more dangerous, far more large, and far more intelligent than we could ever imagine. This very creepy video was uploaded to YouTube in 2014 but just recently resurfaced. For the past few nights, something had been terrorizing this man. He lives alone in a remote area and he kept hearing noises on his roof late at night. Sounds that were so loud and so frequent that they would keep him up at night. On this night though, he's finally had enough. The noises begin again and he goes up to figure out what it is for himself. But what he encounters would scar him for life.
Hello? Oh my god!
He climbs up and eventually reaches the roof. He looks up and peering at him from the top of the other side of the roof is a glowing-eyed humanoid creature. The man is so startled that he falls off the roof and onto the ground below. The disturbing being peeks its head up, and when it realizes it's been spotted, it quickly ducks behind the roof. Slowing the footage down, it only gets more eerie. And taking a look at this screenshot here with enhanced brightness and quality, we can see it's pale with black hair and bright glowing eyes. It's a fact that humans' eyes do not produce eye shine like this. So if it's not human, then what is it? It looks like we may never know, but it's probably better off that way. Taking a look at a horrifying piece of footage taken by some explorers on July 29th, 2024. These friends were out exploring their local woods late at night. They walked along the trails and enjoyed the spooky environment, but they eventually noticed someone walking on the trail across from them. They were holding a flashlight and they got closer and closer until...
Hello? Hello? What the Hey!
One of the guys calls out hello, but she doesn't respond. She then rushes towards them, raising up some sort of weapon in her hand. This is when they sprint away, narrowly escaping the deranged woman. What was the woman doing out there so late? Why was she wearing a creepy white dress wielding a weapon? Could she potentially be a serial killer or some crazy lady who tries to hurt people in the woods? Or could it even be something supernatural? Perhaps she's possessed or she's even a ghost herself. Regardless of which theory is correct, the encounter is bone-chilling. Chilling enough to keep the explorers out of the woods for the rest of their lives. But luckily they escaped with their lives. On August 1st, 2024, a truly disturbing piece of footage was released. The eerie video clip comes from a homeowner's security camera near the front steps of his home. As the man walks inside the front door of his home, an unknown orb flies right towards him. What happens next will give you chills. It seems the ghostly orb strikes the man, causing him to fly backwards and off of the porch completely. The force the man flies with is intense, and it comes out of nowhere. His friends all rush over to him to see if he's okay, but he lies there motionless. It turns out the man would be okay though, but he was rushed to the hospital where he had to get 24 stitches in his head. Could this have been an attack by evil supernatural spirits? Perhaps spirits that haunt his Colombian residence? Or is this somehow all just a coincidence? Maybe the orb just so happened to fly at him as he was flying out of the house. However, the uploader claims it was all too real and that it wasn't a coincidence. But what do you guys think about this one? Definitely some frightening footage that might keep you awake at night. Brand new footage from Brazil is making waves throughout social media right now. It was just highlighted on Instagram on August 2nd. The infamous footage is being called the clearest UFO sighting in history. Take a look. The video shows a silver saucer-shaped object ripping through the sky. It flies rather straight and seems to slightly shift shapes as the video goes on. The man has a video camera that is able to zoom in very far and capture this captivating footage. You can see he shows the cars and traffic below, and then he zooms in on the UFO. No earthly craft looks like this, so what could it be? It even has the trademarked UFO saucer shape. The footage was taken by witness Zona Desconhecida, specifically in Curitiba, Brazil. The caption also states that the craft has some sort of landing gear that disappears later in the video. Definitely some of the most convincing UFO footage we've ever seen. This video here supposedly shows close-up and clear footage of a Yeti. Not much is known about the footage, causing more mystery. But watch as a man hides in a bush and videos this angry giant creature.
Что он там делает, а? Господи, только не мой новый смартфон. Ой, прятаться. Господи! Ой, ты, батюшки мои, боже!
It seems the creature was raiding the campsite but becomes very angry. It seems to grab a bag of some sort and throw it around while stumbling towards the man in the bush. It then falls and the video cuts off. Now this video certainly could be fake, considering how close up it is and how it falls over the man like that. But how could this be a man in a costume? It's estimated at around 8 feet tall, taller and way bigger than any human. And the creature looks realistic too. It's covered in white fur, it has a dark face, and its muscles seem to be defined as well.
Господи! Ой, ты, батюшки мои, боже!
This video has been spreading throughout social media, so I figured I'd show you guys. Could this man really have been at his campsite when this thing showed up and he ran and hid in this bush? And it is real footage? Your guess is as good as mine. The following video comes from news channel KUTV. They were out on a forested path very late at night doing a segment on flooding in the area. It appears the path is very secluded and not often seen by human life. But take a look at what happens while they were live on air.
As far as the damage goes, actually a dog coming into our live shot. I think it's a dog. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's some sort of creature below me, and really all that's been affected is...
An animal that she initially thought was a dog walks right past. But the scary thing is, this wasn't a dog at all. It was a mountain lion. Mountain lions are known to be extremely dangerous, and they often attack humans if they get too close. But for some reason, this one just leisurely walks by, practically ignoring the humans. After this, it flashed back to the other news reporters, and they said they didn't think it was a dog and that they needed to get out of there. Luckily, this normally aggressive cat was very docile. Because they were live on air and who knows what could have happened next, it would have all been caught on camera live for the whole world to see. Even though this is a known creature here, it doesn't make it any less terrifying, especially the fact that it was only inches from her. This news crew definitely got very lucky this night. On July 23rd, 2024, something crazy would happen. It happened just off the coast of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I'll let the footage here speak for itself. The man in the boat begins recording just in time to capture it. An absolutely huge whale launches out of the water and directly onto the boat behind, capsizing the boat and sending the two boaters overboard. I mean, what are the odds this whale happened to jump and land right on their boat? Luckily, it didn't land completely on them because they would have been crushed. The two men were pulled out of the water to safety, and the humpback whale was also unharmed. You can even see in this clip that they rescued the two men.
Oh my god.
Just imagine yourself in this position. This had to be one of the scariest moments of their lives, landing it on today's list. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like buttons, Mom. Let's aim for 2,000 likes for another one of these scary trail camera videos. And if you want to get to know me more, you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, MaxwellFear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, MaximumFearYT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 14% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And also feel free to check out my special Maximum Fear merchandise and coffee mugs. They're in the description down below. Also feel free to check out my brand new second channel, More Maximum Fear, where I post other content. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.